Y'all shall be coming up.
That might be a thing.
Hey, first I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh by Hashem, Hamashiach Malak Yahweh Shai. Yahweh, the world ignorantly knows as God, and Yahweh Shai, the world ignorantly knows as Jesus, man. Hey, give a round of applause for the brothers that's all spoken of the spirit, man. Right, all praises, man. Hey, give a round of applause to the host, man. Give a round of applause to Big Judah and the Anointed House, man, for bringing out this thing, man. Right, so we're gonna bring spirit back into this place, man. Give me the book of Psalms chapter 133 and verse 1. Give me the book of Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 1, right? First give me Zephaniah 2 and 1. Right, because at the end of the day, God gave us a strict order, right? A strict diet. Not to stay in the house, not to stay in the apartments, not to have the windows cracked, right? But actually to come together, man, because it's getting wicked out here. And how you doing, brother? Hey, brother, come here real quick. Hey, what's your history? What was your nationality before our people got on the ships, brother?
That's a great question.
Because we was a people, we wasn't black.
Right.
We wasn't the color of a crayon, brother. Give me 2 seconds real quick, brother. Who were we? We were Everett.
He's an African.
Africans, right? Brother, do you know where the continent of Africa got its name?
Right.
Because before that, it was the land of Canaan. It was the land of Ham.
Right.
So where did the term Africa come from?
That's a great question. Yeah, it is.
Can I answer that question for you?
Real quick.
Let me answer that question. Let me give you your biblical history, brother. Because we're going around here, brother, and we calling ourselves something that don't exist like the brother was just teaching. Right? So, hey, give me the book of Deuteronomy chapter 1 and verse 1, right? Because why did we get on those slave ships? Who were we before we on those slave ships? Right? Because God said that this was going to happen to a nation of people called the Israelites. Bring it out, King.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1 from the top. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
To all who?
Unto all Israel.
To all Israel. So who is Moses speaking to? Because in Deuteronomy, there's a speaker and there's an audience. The audience was always Israel, and the speaker was always Moses. So in this text, who is Moses speaking to, King? Let me read it again for you, right? Go ahead, King.
These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
To all the world.
Unto all Israel.
All the inhabitants of the earth.
Unto all Israel.
Who is Moses speaking to? All praises, right? Because, hey, according to Amos 3 and 3, right? If you're going left and I'm going right, are we walking in agreement? Gone, right? So we're not, right? So watch this text. Go ahead, King.
This is the book of Judges, chapter 2, verse 14. And the anger of the Lord was hot against Israel.
Against everybody.
Against Israel.
So who is the most high anger against? Go ahead.
And he delivered them into the hands of spoilers that spoiled them, and he sold them.
And what did he do?
And he sold them.
What happened to the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans?
And he sold them into the hands of their enemies round about, so that they could not any longer stand before their enemy.
So what's happening to the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans right now? Are we kind of like on top, or can we going through some things? We're going through some things, right? So who is the anger of the Lord hot against? So now I'm going to go through the curses in Deuteronomy 28, just a couple. And I'm going to see who these Israelites are today. Because right now, we're sitting here, we call ourselves black, like the brother said, which is color of his shirt. But if you look at your skin and you look at his shirt, you look at your skin and you look at his shirt, you look at your skin again and you look at his shirt, what color is black and what color is brown? Go, right? So now somebody lied to us. So let's find out what happened to the Israelites. Give me 28 and 15.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So if the Israelites don't listen to the Lord thy God, to go ahead,
to observe, to do all his commandments.
No, just the great two.
To do all his commandments.
No, just the 10.
To do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses,
all these good things,
that all these curses,
all these great things,
that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So is a curse a good or bad thing, brother? Is a curse a good or bad thing? A bad thing, right? So let's get the first curse that happened to the Israelites, and let's find out who these Israelites are today. Right? Because we got the Israelis over there. We got the Jewish over there. But the suffix ish means pertaining to. If I called you childish, am I calling you a child? No, but I'm telling you that you are doing things that pertain to a child.
That's right.
Right? So now let's find out who the Israelites are. Bring it out, King. Con.
16. Verse 16. Cursed shall that be in the city, and cursed shall that be in the field.
Right, so I'm not from Greensboro, right? I'm from Michigan. But according to your knowledge of Greensboro, how is our people living in the city? Are they living in the great homes, the manicure lawns? Or are their houses kind of dilapidated? Kind of got roaches and rats running everywhere, holes in the wall? How's our people living in the projects, brother? Kind of living bad, ain't we? No, I'm just saying, but how's our people living in the projects? Same way, right? The so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, right? He said, curse shall there be in the city. And how about the field? The tobacco field, the cotton field, the work field. Who's the first fired and last hired? The God said that the Israelites were going to go through this. Right? Watch this. Bring out 54.
Verse 54. This book of Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate.
Right? So we used to be tender among ourselves, man. Right? I'm 47. So back when I was growing up, hey, brother, you need some butter? Brother, you need some milk? You need a couple eggs? Hey, brother, I see you just got laid off of your job. Brother, I got a couple dollars for you, man. Don't worry about paying me back, brother. I just want to see you and your family do good. But hey, when y'all get back on your feet, brother, hey, praise to the Most High. He said we used to be tender among each other and very delicate. What's going to happen?
His eye shall be evil toward his brother.
Black on black crime?
His eye shall be evil toward his brother.
Top of the 11 o'clock news?
His eye shall be evil toward his brother.
What's this kind of sounding like, brother?
Yes, sir.
That kind of sound like the Israelites, but he said the Israelites, and it kind of sound like us, don't it? Let's see what else he said was going to happen, though. Watch this.
And toward the wife of his bosom.
Oh, that sounds like domestic violence, kind of Ray Rice, right? Kind of a lot of our other brothers, right? You know what I'm saying?
Let's see what else is going to happen with the Israelites. And toward the remnant of his children,
which he shall leave.
Which he shall what?
Which he shall leave.
We raised with our father.
Which he shall leave.
Was the father in the house when you was raised? How about you, brother? Was your father in the house when you was raised up? How about you, brother? See, blessing. What about you, brother? Blessing. What about you, brother? Curse. What about you, brother? Blessing. What about you? Blessing. What about you? Blessing. Right? What about you? Curse. I'm cursed, and he a blessing, right? So he said it's a curse if the Israelites' father was in the wasn't in the house, and a blessing if they were, right? So watch this. Go ahead, King.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 45. Moreover, all these curses,
All these blessings.
all these curses shall come upon thee and pursue thee and overtake thee till thou be destroyed.
Now we call ourselves black.
that's right,
Now we call ourselves Jamaican,
that's right,
Haitian, Dominican, right? Brazilian,
right,
Native American, which is savage, right? Now we call ourselves all these bywords and these proverbs, right? Go ahead.
Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
we listen to God to do what?
to keep his
So
commandments,
they've been done away with.
to keep his
So we
commandments,
ain't got to keep them.
to keep his commandments and his statutes which I command thee, and they,
These curses, go ahead,
shall be upon thee for a sign.
right? So what's the name of that store right there, brother? How do you know that building is Fairway Food Market? What does that sign say? Right? Right? So watch this. You said that sign says Fairway. Watch what that verse just said.
And they,
The curses,
shall be upon thee
the Israelite,
for a sign.
for a what?
For a sign.
For a what?
For a sign.
So how you know the Israelites is when you go to Deuteronomy 28, 15 and 68, all these curses are only going to fit one nation of people. And that's the Israelites. Go ahead.
And upon thy seed,
And upon thy seed, no matter how many generations come after that, it's going to be on them. Your brother, your uncle, your cousin, your dad, your grandfather, it's going to be on all of them. The same curses. Go ahead, King.
forever.
For how long?
Forever.
For a few generations.
Forever.
Forever, brother. Forever. Now this is the last one that woke almost everybody in this congregation up, brother. Watch this, King.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So do you know anything about the Bible, King? A little bit, right? Do you know what the Israelites was doing in Egypt? When Moses came in, he told Pharaoh to let my people go. That's all right. Watch this, King.
This is the book of Judith, chapter 5, verse 11.
Bring it up.
Therefore, the king of Egypt rose up against them and dealt subtly with them and brought them low with laboring in bricks and made them slaves.
Made them what?
And made them slaves.
So Egypt is synonymous with slavery or bondage. So whenever you see the word Egypt in the Bible, usually he's talking about some form of slavery. Because have you ever saw the back of a dollar bill? Have you ever wondered why there's a pyramid? What links the pyramid to actual America? Because when you think of pyramids, you think of what? Egypt, right? Give me the book of Revelation chapter 11 and verse 8 real quick, right? Because it goes synonymous with this. But America is known as Babylon the Great. And God said that Babylon the Great will also be known spiritually as something. Watch this, King.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the streets of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt.
And the reason why it's called Sodom is because Obama passed a bill, right? What was Obama known for outside of Obama care and that cell phone?
Tamarine plan.
Tamarine plan too, Newports. But other than that, other than Newports, and he also passed the same-sex law, same-sex marriage. So that's sodomy, right? So Sodom and Egypt is what America's known for. So the bondage and slavery is what Egypt, I'm going to replace that word and watch what this prophecy sound like.
And the Lord shall bring thee into slavery again with shit. With what? With shit. With what? With shit.
How did the so-called blacks come into slavery? On ships. Did you know that was in the Bible? Right? He said the Israelites were going to be taken on slave ships. Slavery on ships, what?
By the way whereof I spake unto thee,
That's how he had Moses to prophesy it.
thou shalt see it no more again.
What do they say the motherland is? They say Africa, don't they? Give me the book of Galatians 4:26. So we got to break these strongholds on our people. They tell us all these lies. We black, right? We so-called African American, which is 2 Europeans, right? Scipio Africanus and Amerigo Vespucci, brother, 2 Europeans, brother, right? All these strongholds. Watch this. Where the motherland at, King?
This is the book of Galatians, chapter 4, and verse number 26.
Right, because hey, at the end of the day, brother, when you leave here, you're not only going to know your nationality, but you're also going to know where your motherland is. And then, brother, after that, you got to go and tell all your brothers and sisters who they are. And then after that, though, you got to get a hold of that brother right there, man. So he can teach you up and build you up. And we need you on this side, brother.
That's right.
Because look, brother, you got to understand, why did they kill Christ, brother? Because he wasn't telling everybody that he loves everybody. No, he was telling everybody that you're going to get put to death if you're not an Israelite. Right, bring it out, King.
This is the book of Galatians, chapter 4, verse 26. But Jerusalem, but Jerusalem, but Jerusalem, which is above is free, which is the mother of us all.
Which is the mother of us all. So what's the motherland, King? Right? Hey, bring that back out. Watch this.
This is the book of Galatians, chapter 4, verse 26.
What do they say the motherland is? Africa, right? Right? But let's see where the motherland, because really, Jerusalem is on the continent of Africa, but it's at the northern fertile crescent, which is up at the top in the northern corner. Right? So it's kind of crafty counsel. But watch this.
But Jerusalem, but what? But Jerusalem, Africa. But Jerusalem, which is above, is free, which is the mother of us all.
So where's the motherland, King? Jerusalem. All praises, King. All praises, right? So Jerusalem is the motherland. Go ahead, King.
And there ye shall be sold.
So when you get off those slave ships, you shall be sold unto who?
Unto your enemies.
Unto your who?
Unto your enemies.
Unto your who?
Unto your enemies.
Who was we sold to, brother? Well, who were we, though? What nation of people were they? What nation of people were they? No, I'm talking about that our so-called blacks were sold to when they got off those slave ships. You can say it. You can say it. 12 years a slave, Django, Roots, the European, all praises, King. But God said they're going to be your enemies. Now you see the reason why the same thing happened to Trayvon Martin, right? Tamir Rice, right? To George Floyd. That's why it all happened to him. Because spiritually, God put a spirit in them that it cannot be upright. So he put a wicked spirit in them. That's why if you notice, they'll go from coast to coast, from nation to nation. They got an embassy in every nation, but ain't no nation got an embassy in America. Why? Because they go and conquer. That was their gift from God. It was the sword, the modern day weapon of destruction. But go ahead, King.
For bondmen
For slave men,
and bondwomen,
slave women.
and no man shall buy you.
And if you look up that word in the Hebrew, that word buy is redeem. Right? That word buy is redeem, right? Because Martin Luther King tried to redeem us. Harriet Tubman tried to redeem us. Right? Marcus Garvey tried to redeem us. Right? Malcolm X tried to redeem us. But nobody has that. But Black Lives Matter even tried to redeem us. With their gay ass. I'm sorry. Salaki. I'm sorry. But all praise, but the Messiah. So, brother, I got one more question for you, brother. So, if God said that the Israelites were going to go into captivity on a slave ship, but the so-called blacks went into captivity on a slave ship, who would that make us today? Or, if the Israelites were going to go on the slave ships and the blacks went on slave ships, who would that make us? Would that make us the Israelites? All praises. That's exactly who we are, brother. Right? All praises, brother. So tap into that number, brother. Right? Tap into that number, man. Give me the book of 2 John, brother. 2 John, chapter 1. You already know to go to. Right? Because at the end of the day, all we hear is to wake up the lost sheep of God's chosen people, man. Right? And we done our job if we could wake up one soul. Go ahead, King.
This is the book of 2 John, verse 4. I rejoice greatly that I found our brethren walking in truth, and we have received a commandment from the Father.
Right? So, hey, and that's why we want the brother to do is to walk in the truth, man, to come back to your heritage, right? So giving all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Give me the book of Psalms chapter 131 and verse 1, and give me the book of Zephaniah chapter 2 and verse 1. Right? Because at the end of the day, hey, all we doing is the commandments, man. Right? The brother is hosting a mighty unity camp, man. All praise to the Most High for the brother calling us out. Right? And we thank that brother, man. So, hey, give the brothers that hosting camp, man, a round of applause, man. Right? And bring this out, King.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 133 and verse 1. Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity.
Right, because hey, every time you see the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans at the top of the 11 o'clock news, it ain't no unity, man. Ain't nothing but gunshots and smoke in the air. But yeah, right now, Most High is gathering an exceedingly great army together, right? To come together and to bring in sheep to the sheepfold. So we asking and challenging our people in the projects right now to come over to the school, man. Find out your nationality according to the Most High. Come back to your nationality and love your brother. Give me the book of Psalms, Genesis 49 and verse 1. Bring this out, King.
This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2 from the top. Gather yourselves together.
Don't stay in the house.
Gather yourselves together.
Stay in the projects with your window cracked.
Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
Go ahead.
Before the decree bring forth, before the what? Before the decree bring forth, before the day pass as a chaff, before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you, before the day of the Lord anger come upon you.
And you don't want that anger, man, because once that day comes, there's no turning back. There's no reckoning. Right? Give me the book of Isaiah chapter 66, brother, and verse 15. Right? Because, hey, at the end of the day, there's no reckoning for that day. You don't want the fierce anger of the Lord to come on you. If you don't want to gather together, your other option is death. So to me, there's no choice. They say, oh, I got free will, I got choice. Well, your choice is life or death, Israel. How about that? Right, before you bring that out, give me the book of Deuteronomy chapter 11 and verse 26. Bring this out, King.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 13, verse 1. Let brotherly love continue.
What do you say?
Let brotherly love continue.
You only love them until you make me mad.
Let brotherly love continue.
Right, go ahead.
Be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unaware.
Because you never know when God sent a messenger in your path, man. Right? And if you send that messenger away wrongly, hey, then that means you sent God away. Right? Because God's not coming down off his steps off his throne, man. He's not coming and say nothing. Give me the book of Daniel chapter, give me the book of Daniel chapter 9 and verse 7. I think it is Baba Kashah. Right? You already know what I want. Bring this out, King. Because you don't want, you ain't got a choice. Bring it out, King.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 11, verse 26. Behold, I set before you this day a blessing and a curse.
I got free choice.
A blessing and a curse.
Right, so you better gather yourself together. Right, because if you don't gather yourself together, which is the blessing, then you're gonna get the curse, which is that judgment of the Most High day. Go ahead, King.
A blessing if ye obey the commandments of the Lord your God.
The commandments been done away with.
Obey the commandments of the Lord your God, which I commanded you this day. And a curse if you will not obey the commandments of the Lord your God, but turn aside out of the way which I commanded you this day, to go after other gods. To do what? To go after other gods.
I hate my brother.
To go after other gods which ye have not known.
Which you have not known, right? Because we only know one Lord, man. There's one Lord, man. And we got to go through the gate, which is Son, Yahushai. But if you want to go another way, hey, he's saying nothing but robbers and thieves, man. Right? So, hey, you don't want to go that other way, right? Give me the book of 1 John chapter 4 and verse 11, Baba Kashah. Bring this out, King.
Book of Daniel, chapter 9, verse 10. Neither have we obeyed the voice of the Lord our God.
We always listen to God.
Neither have we obeyed the voice of the Lord our God, to walk in his laws, which he set before us by his servants the prophets.
When you ain't listen to your brother coming up and telling you that brotherly love, tell you, hey, brother, I think you're kind of going off. Brother, you need to gather together. Brother, you need to show your brother brotherly love. Hey, then, hey, you turn up the side of the way. God said he's not coming off his throne. He said he sent it by his servants, the prophets. So when you turn the prophets away, when you turn the speakers and the messengers of the Most High away, then hey, you turn God away. Ain't no other way to look at it, brother, because he's not coming down. Like I always say when I teach, Jeff Bezos not getting on the line at Amazon, brother. Mr. Walmart's not coming down and getting there and ringing nobody up. So how much more is the Most High God not coming off his throne, bro? Yahweh's not coming down. When people come up and be like, oh, well, I'll believe it if Yahweh come tell me. No, you're going to believe it now or you're going to get put to death. Thus saith the Lord God. Go ahead, King.
Book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 7. Surely the Lord God will do nothing.
No, he's going to do everything.
Surely the Lord God will do nothing.
He's going to run around and worry himself.
Surely the Lord God will do nothing. But he revealed his secret unto his servants, the prophets.
To the prophets, man. Right? And you don't know what prophet you're entertaining. That's where that Hebrews 13:1 said. You better be careful. Because you might be entertaining angels unawares. You don't know. So, with that being said, brother, when a brother call you up and a brother say, hey, come support my school being open, brother, you better make haste and delay not, because that might be an angel calling up.
That's right.
And the thing about it, how the Most High got a crazy way of doing things, the Most High might have a brother you don't even like call you up and be like, come support me.
Right. That's right.
And then what if you don't do it? This is going to happen.
This is the book of 1 John chapter 4 and verse 10.
Bring it up.
Herein is love.
Herein is what?
Herein is love.
Right here is love. So if you don't listen to your brother, how you doing, brother? What's your nationality, King? Okay, come. Go ahead, King.
Not that we love God.
Not that we what?
Not that we love God, but that he loved us.
Right? Because we don't love God. Because all day long, we are disobedient and gainsaying people, man. So we never really don't love God. But through the grace and mercy, he kind of hears us a little bit. Right? Go ahead, King.
And sent his son to be the propitiation for our sins. Beloved, if God so loved us, go ahead, we ought also to love one another.
To love one another, man. Right? So we got to love one another, brother. Right? Give me the book of 1 John chapter 5 and verse 3. Start at verse 2. Give me the book of Sirach chapter 27 and verse 11, brother. Right? Because, hey, we got to continue this ball, brother. Like, just because this opened up the school today, brother, this shouldn't be the last time we getting together, brothers. The times is at night and it's close to at hand, brother. That's why Jacob, did I bring out that Genesis 49? Oh, yeah, I got to bring that out. That's what I was trying to bring out earlier. Hey, brother, because I love my brothers, man. And we got to continue to do this. We got to do this one, brother. I got to do this. I'm sorry.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 49 and verse 1. And Jacob called unto his son.
Called it to who?
Called unto his son.
Right? Hey, so the Most High had this father to go and call all the nation of Israel together. What did he say?
And said, gather yourselves together.
Now stay in the crib.
Gather yourselves together.
Keep my window cracked.
Gather yourselves together, that I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last days.
It's the last days, man. It's the last day, literally, man. Right? Hey, you got a Putin over there with Satan 1 and Satan 2. As if you need to, Satan's running wild. Right? Hey, so, hey, if you don't know if this is the last days, I don't know what to tell you, brother. Right? Give me the, you got a precept? All right, come on.
This is the book of John, 1 John, chapter 5 and verse 2. By this we know that we love the children of God.
Because first, you got to love the children of God. Talking about, hey, boasting yourself up. Oh, I love God. No, you don't love God if you don't do this.
When we love God,
When we do what?
when we love God and keep his commandments, for this is the love of God.
Right? Because, hey, for everybody that's on the TV, right, everybody that hear with their window open, you've been waiting for this your whole life. Like my brother Tazwell say, put your spiritual seatbelt on. You're going for a wild ride at Cedar Point. Go ahead, Keith.
For this is the love of God, that we keep his
They've
commandments.
been done away with.
That we keep his
That
commandments.
was only the great two.
That we keep his commandments. And his commandments are not grievous.
Brother, that mean, brother, they ain't so hard to do, brother. That mean you ain't got to go and be laborious to do this thing. But he made it doable, bro. But hey, you got to come back to the laws. And beautiful princesses. Hey, how y'all doing? Hey, princesses, come here real quick. I need to talk to y'all. All praises, man. All praises. How y'all sisters doing? Y'all beautiful, beautiful princesses. How y'all been doing today? Right? So how did they say our people got over here to America? Do y'all know that?
No.
Do y'all know about the slave ships?
Yeah.
Y'all know about the slave ships? Who came over on the slave ships?
I forgot.
Our people, right? The so-called blacks, right?
Yeah.
Right? So, hey, so what, I gotta ask y'all a question. Why is it do y'all think that our people don't get along? Why do y'all think our people kill each other a lot?
Because they don't think.
You know, you're right, you're absolutely right. Right? That's a great answer. What if I told you that it was a curse on God's chosen people? Out of the Bible. Why? Because we left God's laws. Right? Watch this. Bring out Deuteronomy 28 and 54. Watch this. That's crazy, ain't it? Watch this. Because our biblical nationality will be the Israelites. Never forget that. Right? Never forget that. We'll be called by another name. They call us black. Watch this, sis.
This the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate.
We used to love our people. We used to be a loving and caring people, right? Why? Because we went into captivity together. Why? We went into slavery together. And when we went into slavery together, we became one close-knit family. Why? Because we were all we had. But because we didn't listen to God's law, statutes, and commandments, and we didn't love God, watch what happened to us.
His eye shall be evil towards his brother.
So if you have an evil eye towards your brother, your sister, would you kill your brother and sister?
Yeah.
Yeah, you would, wouldn't you? Yeah, you would. Would you fight your brother and sister?
Yes.
And that's what happens, right? Because we have an evil eye. But why? Because we're cursed. Right? We're cursed. What's this? Oh, yeah. And you know how we got cursed? Because they gave us this guy.
Right.
Because this guy, who is this guy?
That's right!
You're absolutely right. Right? But they call him Jesus, right? They call him Jesus. They call him Jesus, right? The so-called white guy. But how do the white people treat us?
They slave us.
They praise and see? Come on, man. They slave us, don't they? And what do they do when they pull us over?
They mess around us.
They mess us up, don't they? Right? They put us in jail, don't they? They kind of put us in jail. Right? Those are all curses, right?
They kill us.
They shoot us, they kill us. Right? They kill us, right? So yeah, sis, so I know you're younger and stuff, but I'm gonna give you the description of Christ, right? Because they say that Christ is a so-called what? What color is Christ? When you see him at grandma's house and mama house, what color is the picture of Christ? What color is he? He oh, praises. So y'all, oh man, so y'all know already. Yep. Do y'all know the Bible gives a description of Jesus?
Yes.
Y'all do. Oh, praises. Oh, praises. So do y'all know y'all biblical nationality? Who would y'all be?
We will be Christ's young woman.
Y'all be Israelites. Israelites, right? Y'all be Israelites. So I know y'all don't know really, but y'all be Israelites. So y'all got all the information on that paper. So check out that YouTube channel and tell y'all parents to call that number, right? So they can get a hold of some people, so that way they can, you know, dialogue with the leader of the camp, right? And this is the leader of the camp right here. His brother Judah right here, right? Him and him.
Judah's the voice.
So these are the three. So you basically get a hold of these brothers, and these brothers will take care of you and family, and they'll lead y'all in the right direction, right? So if y'all fathers are so-called black men, you'll be an Israelite from the tribe of Judah, right? So I got to hear y'all say it. Come here and say it. So I'll be an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. Your father's a so-called black man?
I'll be
Is your father a so-called black man? Yeah, come here real quick though. Come here. Come here. Is your father a so-called black man? Your father a so-called black man? Come here. I want y'all to say I'm an Israelite from the tribe of Judah, right?
I'm
1, 2, 3.
I'm an Israelite of the tribe of Judah.
God! Pray, and never forget that. So when y'all leave here, y'all no more black. No more black. Y'all be an Israelite. Right? Go ahead, King.
It's the book of Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
God said the Israelites are special, set apart to him. Go ahead, King.
The Lord thy God has chosen thee.
So thy means your God. He's only your God. The so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Right? He's only your God. See, you're Latino. Your father? Is your father Latino? So you would be from the tribe of Issachar. Right? Y'all got a tribe chart over here, right? So you would be from the tribe of Issachar. You see that? The Mexicans? So take a picture of this. You see that tribe right there? You would be from the tribe of Issachar. You see all your Issachar sisters back there? You see all your Issachar sisters back there? Right over there, right over there. You would be from the tribe of Issachar. Right? Go ahead, King.
The Lord thy God has chosen thee.
I've done what?
Has chosen thee.
What do you do to these young sisters?
Has chosen thee to be a special people.
Unto what?
Unto himself.
Unto what?
Unto himself. Above all people.
No, they're equal to.
Above all people.
No, they're beneath.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Did you know that? Did you know that the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans were above everybody on the face of the earth?
No.
You didn't, did you? They told you we're beneath, didn't they? But you know we're actually the best.
That's right.
That's
Just
right.
imagine us not in soccer.
Right.
Just imagine us not in basketball, not in football. Who cooked the best? Who danced the best? Who looked the best? Sing the best? It's the smartest people on the earth.
That's right.
Who would that be? Us. You're absolutely right. Right. Give me the book of Matthew chapter 5, I think of verse 12. Sorry, dear. Right, I'm gonna give you one more scripture. Right, because how would meat taste if it wasn't seasoned properly? Would you eat it? Nasty, right? How do the so-called white people season food? They don't know. Oh, praises! Oh, praises! But watch this. Watch this. Watch what God said about our people. Right?
It's the book of Matthew chapter 5 verse 13. Ye are the salt of the earth.
What are these sisters?
Ye are the salt of the earth.
What are these sisters?
Ye are the salt of the earth.
God said that the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are the salt of the earth. They're the seasoning and the flavor of the whole earth. Who looks the best? Who, when we put something on, don't everybody try to dress just like us? Wear their hair just like ours? Rock our pants like ours? Go get the same Vans and the Chuck Taylors and the Jordans like ours? Right, so we the salt of the earth. Go ahead, King.
But if the salt has lost its savor,
If you don't season that meat right, what happens?
wherewith shall it be salted?
It don't be salted, right? Just like you said, the so-called white man. Would you eat his meat? No way. What would you do with it?
It is
You would do what?
I would throw it away.
God! Hey, so that's what happens when we don't stay salted. When we don't stay in the scriptures, guess what the God do to us? What do you think God gonna do? There you go. So watch this.
it is thenceforth good for nothing.
What are we really good for?
It is thenceforth good for nothing,
For what?
but to be cast out and be trodden underfoot.
And that's it.
Trodden underfoot of men.
And that's the reason why all these other nations do us the way they do us. That's why they treat us the way they treat us and pull us out and kill us the way they do. Because when we don't keep the law, statutes, and commandments of God, we get punished. So we have to come back to our heritage, our nationality, which is the law, statutes, and commandments. We got to tell our people, y'all got to go to school and tell y'all people that you're not so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, but you're actually
Israelite.
God! Right? Go ahead, King. Right? Because we've been walking in the dark for a long time, calling ourselves all these nationalities, all these bywords. right? They're nothing but bywords. That's not our God-given nationality, right? So we got a couple of precepts. You got one? And give me Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5 verse 1, right? We got one more. Hey, you got one? Hey, give me Jeremiah 17:4. So watch, this is what happened to our people, and then we'll get my last closing precept, right? So, hey, I want y'all to make sure y'all tell y'all sisters when y'all go to school, or your Israelites, all praises. All praises.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee.
God gave every nation, there was 18 nations on the earth. God gave every nation a heritage. But we Israelites, he gave us a heritage as well. But because we left our heritage, now we keeping Christmas, which Jesus was born in the spring. Now we're keeping Easter, which do bunnies lay eggs? Bunnies lay eggs? You saw a bunny lay an egg? Where? No! Bunnies don't lay eggs. See? You see how they lied to us? Bunnies don't lay eggs. Because Easter is a pagan holiday, right? It's for a fertility goddess. So you cannot keep that holiday. Yeah, they do that. But, so you're an Israelite, you can't keep that. But go ahead, King.
And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thy enemies.
Your enemies, right? Your so-called white men. They're your spiritual enemies. Go ahead.
In the land which thou knowest not. For he shall kindle a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever.
Shall burn forever, right? So y'all know y'all Israelites, right? So y'all got to go back and spread that news. We love y'all queens and princesses. Hey, and y'all got to keep the commandments. So how your parents reach out to the brother, all right? We love y'all. Y'all be safe out here, because weirdos and pedophiles out here, namely of the white race. They stealing whole bodies and races and nations of people. How you doing, brother? Are you really on the phone? We know that trick. We know that trick, God. God, yeah. Bring that out, King.
This nigga Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such have inflicted him.
In front of who?
Before the face of such as have afflicted him.
Right, because hey, we know what these people do, man. The so-called white man. We know how you afflict our people, right? Wrongly prosecute our people, throw them in the pen. Right, go ahead, King.
And made no account of his labor.
What they not doing for the Israelites?
And made no account of his labors. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear.
Because all across the world, they trouble with terrible fear. When they see the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans coming together, right, loving their brother, right, in unity, right, no violence, no nothing, right, hey, they in terrible fear. Because they're like, look, all we had to do is have all them niggas separated, have all them niggas divided. But now we coming together, and ain't no stopping Israel. Khan?
And shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for, and they, repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit, shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision, and a proverb of a reproach. We fools accounted his life madness, and his end to be without honor. How is he numbered among the children of God, and his lot is among the saints?
I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh. Ba'ashem Mashiach Yahushai. Boom Yahshua!
Boom Yahshua!
Boom Yahshua!
Boom Yahshua!
Boom Yahshua!
Boom Yahshua!
Death to America!
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 And push that damn plan.
We came to... And we came to establish the law.